Okay, guys. So, if you're just watching this, yeah, we've had some technical difficulties. One being the fact that um, I fucked up on the controller setup, and that's my fault. There was the fact that the recording software pooped out on me again, which I can't wait for my Elgato. Anyway, we get to set through about a 15-minute long cutscene, so let's get to know one another. Um, Big announcement! I just put my next gen console in layaway. I'm getting a Nintendo Switch, and I know that a lot of people, like not on YouTube but personal friends, wanted me to get a PS4. A lot of them wanted me to get an Xbox One. I am getting a Switch and an Xbox One. I am not getting a PS4, and it's not because I'm not a PlayStation fan. It's just really the only exclusive game to PlayStation I want is the Insane Trilogy for Crash Bandicoot, and really that's not enough to justify me choosing that console over the Xbox One that has like Halo, Gears of War, um, I know there's more than just those two, but Halo and Gears of War right off the top of my head. I also saw a few more exclusives. I just can't remember their names. But you know what? Look, if you haven't upgraded yet, or you have upgraded, tell me in the comments below if you're a PlayStation person, an Xbox person, a PC person, a Nintendo person, because on me personally, I don't know about the other people in the comments, but me personally, I will not judge you for what console you have. The console that you have is what you like to play. As long as you enjoy playing it, play on. But anyway, back to the game at hand. I do plan on doing a Banjo Kazooie playthrough, depending on how well this emulator works. Um, I I got Banjo Kazooie with my Nintendo 64 whenever I was a kid, and this has been about 19, no, 20 years ago. It's 20 years ago now. So mom gets me a Nintendo 64 like straight from Walmart. Like Walmart had them at the time. If that tells you, I know I'm showing my age here. So whenever my mom got me my console, it came with Banjo Kazooie. And, you know, I didn't know what Banjo Kazooie was. I was like 4 or 5 years old, so I just enjoyed running around, um, exploring. I didn't really know how to play. Once I got older, I figured out how to play, played it, loved it, beat it. Um, then I think it was about 2000 or so is whenever they came out with this game, Banjo Tooie. And so you gotta excuse me, I'm still a little under the weather. I just went through pneumonia. But, you know, anything for you guys. I don't care. I'm running at 2%. As long as I'm recording for you guys, I'll fire at 100. So, anyway, 2000 is whenever this game came out, I do believe. I might be a year or two off. If I am, someone please correct me. I would like to give accurate information. But whenever I heard they were coming out with Banjo Tooie, I got really excited. And I started getting ready for it. I ended up getting the game. I sat played through it. I actually loved it more than the first one because there was so much more to do, and the worlds intertwined and everything. Like there's some jiggies you can't get in one world because you have to go to the next world, and You have to go to the next world, do something, and then go back to the world before to get the Jiggy. For instance, there's a dinosaur world, and you actually have to go to um, this world up in the sky. I can't remember what exactly it's called. If it's, I want to say Cloud World or Clue Clue Land, but I'm pretty sure Clue Clue Land is another game in itself. Anyway, you hit a boulder that houses full of water, and it rains into this dinosaur's, basically his giant drinking dish, and it makes a lake, and that's how you get one of the Jiggies. This run will not be 100%. It'll be enough to beat the game. That's it. One of my, oh, and it'll also be glitchless. I'm not doing any of the glitches. I know one glitch where it literally lets you skip from, I can't remember. It's Witchy World or Glitter Gulch, whichever one is farther. I think Witchy World is. But basically, you help the saucer get back to Witchy World from Glitter Gulch Mine, and then at a certain point, you save and quit. And then what you do is you go and watch the cutscene for the final boss, and then you go to Witchy World, and you enter, and then whenever the saucer goes in, it'll load the saucer cutscene of it going in, and then it messes with the game's programming, and it'll start you from the last cutscene played. Since the last cutscene played was the cutscene for the final boss, it'll automatically skip you to the final boss. But anyway, yeah, I played this game, loved it, loved everything about it, loved the fact that, it brings in a new way to morph you. You can actually play as Mumbo, like he's actually more crucial to the game now. Really the only bad thing I can say about this game is some of the puzzles are super, super hard. But, yeah, so, just a fun story. After this game got released, I was waiting for the next Banjo game, because at the end of the game, Gruntilda says, just wait until Banjo 3. So, I thought, okay, Banjo-Kazooie 3, can't wait for it. And the years went by, and then finally Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts came out for the Xbox 360, and I was amped. I went to the store, well, not really the store, I went to a used game shop and got it used because, I rarely buy new games, because normally I rarely have a brand new console. So I went, where did I get the game from? I want to say I got it from GameStop. Yeah, I got it from GameStop. I got it used for $8, and honestly, I overpaid for that. And then, the next thing I know, I'm sitting here playing it, and I'm like, this is a total piece of shit. Like, oh, hey, I didn't know I could hit beat and skip. Okay, there we go. Go ahead and skip that. Okay, so... Okay, my invincibility feathers, egg. There we go, that's one. Right. But anyway, yeah. So after Banjo Kazooie Nuts and Bolts, I kind of gave up on there ever being another good Banjo Kazooie game. And then come to find out, unbeknownst to me on Kickstarter, they were doing a Banjo Kazooie spiritual successor, which, I mean, yeah, it's not Banjo Kazooie, but it's at least more than what we have now, because Microsoft had to go and ruin my childhood. But anyway, we're going into the first boss fight and also the first fight of the game. Everyone remembers Klungo. I don't care. I just want to get to the actual game. So far, the emulator is actually working better. Well, the ROM is actually working. Oh, that's the wrong one. God, I've never had this much trouble. So I think we have to hit him 3 times. Yeah, 3 times. I will gladly take that hit. But anyway, I'm gonna do at least like this to give you scope about maybe a half hour, 45-minute long play. That way I can get this done in fewer parts. They're not really going to have any fancy names. It's just going to be Banjo Tooie Part 1, Banjo Tooie Part 2, Banjo Tooie Part 3, and until I actually finish the game. Also, it's been good 8, 10 years since the last time I played this, so it's actually going to be, the reason why I'm doing the half-hour long videos is so I can actually like bring you good videos, because I actually have no clue where to go in some places. Like that, I just got turned around. Didn't even fucking know it. Okay, not gonna argue with that logic. Basically what those tunnels do is they let us teleport all around, but we have to find more than one of them. So, let me see if I can remember. There we go. That's how you do that. I don't think I ever found out how to get that one. Ah, come back. Okay, there we go. Now we're gonna go visit King Jinjo. If I can, I'm just gonna try to skip the cutscene. Basically, it's just King Jinjo, yeah, going, yo, what's up, blah, blah, blah. It doesn't look like I'm gonna be able to skip, but I can at least speed it up. Basically, all he's saying is, Gruntilda made a new, machine to zap the life out of things so she can get her body back, and he tells Banjo and Kazooie to basically handle it so he doesn't have to miss the kickball, the big kickball tournament. Which it does make a reference to that. There's these things called Stonies, and you do have to play in a kickball tournament. But it's not average kickball, it's more like those games where you have to go up, get a ball, take to your goal, and there's red ones that you kick in the enemy's goal that will decrease their score. I mean, sometimes it's incredibly rage-inducing, and sometimes it's not. It just depends on how you are. I know, oh, well, starting to glitch out a bit. But anyway, not that big of a deal, not game-breaking. Which, that's all that matters as long as it's not game-breaking. But I really do like the fact that I'm actually able to play this game. It brings back a lot of memories. I'm just hoping that you guys can hear me over the gameplay, which I'm having a hard time kind of getting it situated where you can hear the game but also hear me, because I know sometimes I can be overbearing and loud and sometimes it can be overbearing and loud. I mean, it's not that big of a deal to me, but I want to bring you guys actual good quality. There we go. My voice might be a little bit overbearing, but I mean, all you're really missing is me. So we're gonna go down into Bottle's house, and if at all possible, we're going to skip his wife. Yeah, the Mayan Stadium. You actually get to go there if you need. So I need to run over to this. If I remember right, I need to run over to this kid's room, and he actually has an item. And basically, it lets you zoom in and stuff like that. Okay, so now we got those, we're ready to continue. We're not going to talk to his wife, because it's just going to say his wife, blah, 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 blah. So, let's see what this kid's got. Let's see, I do not know what game that is. I know it's a rare game because of the logo. If you know what game that is, I mean, put it in the comments below. Just because it's kind of weird that that would be in a mole's room. So anyway, we're going to go to Jiggy Wiggy Temple and hope that, you know, the puzzle pieces doesn't glitch up like they did in the last emulator. The last emulation I tried of this game, it was on a previous version of Project 64, and I could not see anything in the puzzle. It was a giant crapshoot. Like, all the pieces were black. I will say this, that Meat Nuts and Bolts was not nearly as bad as the Game Boy Advance version of this game. Well, it looks like I'll be able to unlock the next world, kind of maybe get the first Jiggy or so, and then that'll be it for that video. And, well, for this video, and then I will come back later. Oh, God. Love the simulator already. Okay, I know how to put a puzzle together. I mean, the pegs are still black, which kind of throws me off a little bit. But I mean, it's not too big of a problem. I mean, the majority of the puzzle pieces are still okay. So it's still glitched up a bit, but I mean, it's still doable. So now we get a set and let Jiggy Wiggy whatever work is fucking magic. Really wish we could skip past this part, but yeah, you can. So, actually, the Mayan level that I mentioned earlier is actually the first level of this game. I completely forgot about that. Its boss is Tarzangan or something of that nature. And more or less what he is he's a giant tower. You have to hit the targets on the side while dodging darts in a first-person perspective. And, I mean, it's fun for that aspect. I mean, going to something like, going from, like, this three-dimensional campy game to a first-person style, kind of like Doom. Well, Doom minus the blood and gore. Now, I'm still going to do a little bit of exploring. Oh, hey, black dude. But I thought, yeah. Oh no, it's the gray Jinjos that their house got wiped out. basically what, if you are not familiar with Banjo Tooie, basically what he means by family heirloom is if I find the other 8, he gives me a gem. That's all it means. There's something I was looking for. Oh, okay, so this is how you get to it. Basically, once you get the grenade eggs and learn how to fly and all that fun stuff, and you get the hatch power for Tooie, you get these eggs and they give you different abilities. And to hatch them, you actually take them to that giant egg, which I think I just kept missing. I think I really just kept missing that turn. But anyway, this is the Mayan temple. Oh yeah, one thing changed is each music note in this game is worth 5. I think they did that so they could actually fit more in, and the game really isn't based around finding music notes. You do need them to learn new moves to advance in the game. But in the older, game, Banjo Tooie, you actually needed the notes to open doors. Like there'd be note doors that were that wouldn't open unless you had. I think the first one was like 50 or something like that. I know it wasn't that much because there's only 100 notes in each world. Maybe it was only 25. The only thing I know is the very first Banjo Kazooie game, I 100%ed, so I really didn't care. Around here, I know. Yeah, I was about to say I know there's something around here. So there's one Jiggy. But anyway, the note doors were incredibly annoying because you can have enough Jiggies to yeah, like there's only one white Jinjo, so I already got a Jiggy from that Jinjo family. Must be asexual because there's only one of them. I don't know how that works. I don't know how Jinjos reproduce, but I assume they kind of reproduce by... Well, that one reproduces just because it's white. It's obviously a celestial god. It's the god of all Jinjos, the holiest of the holiest of Jinjos. So it just goes, you know what? I want a white Jinjo. There. I've created a white Jinjo. Yeah, as you can see, that's another thing I like about this game, where instead of having to go get the Jiggy from the Jinjos, well, here's what you gotta do here. Oh yeah, I forgot. My bad, guys. I'll end the video after I get this last Jiggy, and then, because, yeah, most of this video is just the opening, so I'll be able to do a lot more gameplay once I end this video. Like the next long play is actually going to be well, not really a long play because I mean I'm only here like half hours, but it's going to definitely be a lot more gameplay, a lot more Jiggy getting, because the first third of this video was just cutscenes. So here is Bottle's brother, and he's teaching me the A game, which was the move that I needed. Basically military. I mean, he was honestly one of my favorite characters. But basically now I can look in first person and actually shoot eggs. basically what, which we needed for over here, and I forgot that that was the first move it caught. I thought you automatically started off with that move. So what you want to do is come over here, go in first person, and just start fighting. You can try to get them all in one shot. I know I'm using an emulator and a 360 controller, so it's actually kind of harder to aim around. I don't know why. So cow gets happy. He eliminated all the flies from the pasture. Gives you a jiggy. But anyway, one good thing that they added in this game is, one, you can move while you're getting a jiggy, and two, whenever you're dealing with Bottles' brother, but whenever you're dealing with Bottles' brother, after you learn his move, like you get enough music notes to learn his move, then it basically, he just goes, oh, you know, you look a little tired. Well, here, let me give you some health. So you could be at one honeycomb piece, and then next thing you know, you're at full health. So right now we're gonna get everything set up for Jinja, or for Mumbo. I don't know why Jinja, but we're gonna get set up for Mumbo, and then after that, I'll set and do the outro, and then I'll get the next video, start recording the next video. Oh yeah, and these things are called globos, and I always get what is called the giant globo, which basically turns Kazooie into a dragon. So basically you throw it in the bag, gives Mumbo his magic powers. I don't know what happens to him. I mean, maybe the bag just turns him into a paste, and that's what's going on. But now I'm gonna play as Mumbo. He has a taser, which it can run out of juice if you use it for too long. He doesn't have a double jump or a really high jump. Like, that's all the jump you get. But anyway, guys, stay great, stay offensive. I'll see you in the next video. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell, drop a like or dislike. I don't give a shit what you fuckers leave. I'm still going to be making YouTube videos. I don't care if I get monetized. I mean, I have fun making these as is. So, yeah, you know, drop a like, dislike, I don't give a shit. Subscribe. I do want subscribers, so I do give a shit about that. I mean, if you want to subscribe, don't hit the bell. Don't get any notifications from me. Just subscribe. But anyway, like I said, stay great, stay offensive. I'll see you in the next video. And by all means, guys, don't be afraid to offend.